Captain America Civil War. I just got done watching it and I have to say first, right off the bat, thank you to Marvel for not doing what was rumored might happen in this movie, because I was ready to like seriously lose a part of my heart walking out of the theater if they did, and they didn't. So thank you. That is so awesome. This movie was maybe not as overwhelmingly mind-blowing as Winter Soldier, because Winter Soldier was just a work of art. It was awesome. But this movie really lays the groundwork for where Marvel is headed, I think, and they did it perfectly. I was a little concerned with how they get everything in there and explain it in a way that would be, understandable to people, but they did it really well. And I think that each Avenger, even with as many as there were in this movie, they each had a moment to shine. Even if it was a small one, I think they all did individually. It was really interesting to see which Avengers went to which side, and how each side was explained. Like, it's very easy to see each side of the argument, and I like that when they're both represented well. Quickest 2.5 hours, I think, in a long time for me. This movie was a lot of fun. Stan Lee had an awesome cameo, as always. A few things I have to say, like, it kind of seemed like my comparison was like, okay, the Avengers are the Beatles, and the government coming in was like Yoko Ono. You're breaking up the band, man. Because seriously, this was just, it was kind of gut-wrenching at moments to see these friends fight each other. But then you have the new additions of Spider-Man and Black Panther, and you also had AntMan, which I have to say, I was blown away by AntMan in this movie. Just like going to watch the movie AntMan, I was not expecting much from that movie, but it was awesome. And once again, Paul Rudd totally nailed it as Ant-Man. He brought it. Like, it was awesome. Like, I think everyone in the theater was like loving his scenes when the fight came up. It was just awesome. And, I think that Spider-Man was definitely a great addition as well. He surprised me in a lot of ways. I felt maybe he was a little younger, or maybe he was just being portrayed that way. I'm not really sure, but he did a great job. I was not really sure what to expect from that, and he did a great job. And Black Panther was an awesome addition. I liked just the whole dynamic between all of the Avengers, them taking sides, and then how things start to morph and change a little bit. And it's like I said, this movie is doing a perfect job at laying the groundwork where they are headed. And I love that. And a couple of things that, really stood out to me in this movie is, on Cap's side, on Iron Man's side, I just kind of see Tony Stark, being the rich boy who gets everything he wants and kind of hides behind his money and power. Because in this movie, he's kind of, I think, more so almost portrayed that way in certain aspects. And, when he was like telling Cap, you don't deserve that shield, it's like, because my dad made it. It was just like, but I think Cap's earned that shield. That was just me thinking in my head, though. I mean, that was just my whole thing there. I was like, okay. So that was it was very different dynamic with those two, and yet the same. It was so well done. And, it was funny because you see, of course, Steve and Peggy's niece together, and it kind of struck me as funny because I was like, in another lifetime, he very well could have been her uncle. And it's like, ooh, that's kind of weird. But you know what? It didn't happen, so okay. Like, it's cool, right? Like, it was just like a weird thing that stuck out to me, but funny nonetheless. And I have to say, I'm still confused by people that go to these movies and they don't stay till the very end. Stay to the very end, okay? That's all I'm going to tell you. And My thoughts on this didn't waver even after seeing the movie or throughout the movie. I am once and always forever Team Cap, okay? What side are you on? I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to like and subscribe. Until next time.